to a whole new era.
Okay. How we doing, guys? Welcome to the stream. Righto. Put that there. All right, we're live. We did it. Pretty quick setup. Oh dear. How are we doing, guys? Welcome to the stream. Yesterday, we had an excellent placement series, as you can see with the win-loss ratio in the top right corner. We are guaranteed a 60% win rate once we're done with this 10-game placements, which is pretty insane. Like, very insane, honestly. Very happy about that. Couldn't really ask for a better start to the season. Realistically, it's very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. So hopefully we can continue the good luck and vibes, and really, I think the thing that was doing so well for us was our placements were really good. That would be amazing if we could continue doing well that way. And as some of you may have seen, I've started uploading the placement games to YouTube as individual games. I have the second game ready to go. This will go live after this stream. I'm editing them down to get rid of all the dead like parts of Catan where nothing happens and it's nothing really worth saying either. So the content's going to be pretty like active commentary. It's but like relatively chill vibe, honestly. Watching back, you know, game 1, game 2 and the edit, I think game 2's edit's better. They're actually quite like chill to watch, you know, especially in a playlist. If they just play back to back, you kind of get this really nice like pretty nice like chill commentary where it's just very like analytical, very active analytical commentary. But either way, we're about to start our 8th game of this placement series. We're doing fantastic as far as that's concerned. Let me post the stream. Okay. Let's go. Insta queue as well. Okay. So we are second pick, which is always a pretty good position to be. 659, very strong, with the probability of getting a outskirt wheat. There's also this wheat here with the 2-to-1 port early, which I'm kind of looking at and thinking that someone might be a bit might want to go for that, but they're very low rolling. You know, the 3 pip, 2 pip, 1 pip wheats is not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. This here is kind of like the perfect hex if you're going to do what's called city road building, which is a very strong strategy in Catan. What it enables you to do is build cities, trade for sheep, and get your longest road going. But you need the wheat to do it, and I'm not sure what access to wheat we'll have if we go here, but it just seems like a no-brainer as far as the production that is available from these 3 hexes. A 659 is the best production you could ask for outside of a 6-8. I mean, technically, I guess it is possible in theory for 2 6s and an 8 or 2 8s and a 6 to spawn together, but it's unlikely, right? So we should probably face down here to get to the closest port, even though it puts us on a terrible wheat. It's not really a good place to be, but it's not bad either. The alternative is that we face right and we get ourselves on some nice sheep, which we will need in the future. But with this being a 5-8-10, there's always the possibility that someone wants this and then tries to snap up the sheep port, which isn't a bad strategy if you want to all-wheat sheep off of... Oh, you can't really all-wheat sheep off of that, so I don't know why I said that. Okay. Black has just prioritized getting good access to wheat and ore, and then they're just going to make up for it probably by jumping on this 3-8-4, I would imagine, and all-wheat sheep their way to victory via that. Red going on this brick port early makes me think that they're going to try and jump up here maybe and get this other brick 10-9-11. It gives them a hybrid setup, like everything is available to you setup. Oh no, they're going for the wheat up here, the sheep up here, and that's kind of something that I was concerned about with my facing up, is that I kind of cut myself here. Where am I going to get a second placement? Like, ideally, my second placement actually would be probably this 8-4, right? But do I need an 8-4? No, I mean, I don't. Yes, more brick is nice, but wouldn't it be better to have more wheat when the wheat is so scarce on this board? I don't think there's going to be many other opportunities to get more wheat. And so part of me is like, go here, build towards the 2-to-1 wheat port. You're never going to really want to use the 2-to-1 wheat port because of how scarce wheat is going to be, but you're giving yourself the best opportunity to build cities that way. And I'm not going to get access to this 2-to-1 port, but I could deny red access to having 2. But then red might snap onto my 11. Red's probably going to actually, sorry, my 9. I think red's going to snap onto my 9 anyway. I have a feeling. Oh, no, sorry. Red's up here. My bad. Okay, we're going to go down here. We're going to get ourselves as much wheat as possible to enable ourselves to build cities and to build roads. And that's kind of our game plan here. Kind of our game plan. So we'll probably try and get ourselves onto this sheep here, the 9-10 sheep, just to give ourselves some... Oh, I've just realized the weakness of my strategy here. It's that I don't really have much room to build my roads, which isn't a good thing at all. Maybe I should have traded a tree for a brick there. There's been a lot of people rolling one of their resources, like multiple of their resources, and not getting the other one. I think I could have potentially traded the tree for a brick there. That was a bad mistake. Lucky. Interesting. What's Blue's win condition? They could kind of all-wheat sheep. And then if they get onto this ore port, then like they've kind of got the ability to... They've kind of got the ability to to trade all of this wood that they're generating for wheat. Blue seems like a very strong all-wheat sheep player in disguise. Maybe not in disguise, but they need to get this. They need to get this city built, don't they, to really enable that. All right. Black purchasing dev cards as well. Black going to be fighting for all-wheat sheep as well. I have a feeling red's going to be fighting for all-wheat sheep as well. It looks like red might actually beat me to producing the first city, as long as they get settlement, if they get this placement. But we get the first city of the match, so that's really nice for us. Once these start rolling, we're actually going to have a lot of production like that. We can now build 2 roads. If I can convince someone to trade me a sheep, I can just build this this settlement on the wheat and beat red to it. I can't do that, brother. I can offer you 2 for the sheep, even though it's against my better interest. But I can't offer you. Red said okay to it. Do I think red is a threat without wheat? No, not really. So let's do it. I think red's very manageable without wheat. Black, on the other hand, 0. Black, on the other hand, seems dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Okay, so, I mean, from this point onwards, I really am just building a road. That's my only objective. Build a road. And, maybe build some cities whilst I'm at it. Okay. There's nothing to be had when you only have 2 cards. That 4 is suddenly rolling very actively. And I'm the only one on it. No one else can build on this 4. Alright. I would like to do this trade, but not now. Not now. Whilst I'm so far from my turn. And I can't really visualize what my hand will be at the time. So, it also, I think... Oh, well, if he just blocks me, he gets it, because I'm the only person who's rolled wheat. I maybe should have taken the trade. Could have got something out of it. Yeah, so now he gets his settlement. Oh, no, he went for a city. Nice. And now R6 is going to get blocked. And they'll probably steal from me since I'm on 4 VP. I also have all this wheat, right? No one else has it. Okay. These blocks are being very, very annoying. What's my best block here? What really hurts black the most? Black seems like my biggest threat. Is it their sheep? We'll build onto our port here. And we empty our hand again. I like emptying my hand when I can. The other place I was thinking was this 3 as a block. But it's hard to say. Hard to say, man. What is going to be the best block? Outright. Man, our 4 has been very active. We're very fortunate. Where red's going to come up here, right? No, they built a city. Makes sense. Now they can turn their brick when it's enabled into anything they want. Oh, 4 cards for 1 resource is kind of a joke. A little bit of a desperate joke from blue. This early on, it's very unnecessary, I feel. But I guess he was concerned at the idea that he wipes out his hand, which makes sense. I'd like to know what black has. Black has 2 wheat. And 1 sheep. I guess black has 3 wheat. And they must have a wood somewhere. Yeah, I think they have a wood. So I think they've got everything they need but the brick to build their settlement on the 11. And like, I kind of want to beat them to this position, not because I want the sheep port, but because it gives me the ability to connect my roads so easily. But it doesn't really make sense unless I get the most serendipitous rolls to try and fight for that settlement. It's not a very good settlement. It just enables a longest road, and it just it just hurts black in a way that maybe helps me win the game in the future. Maybe. I don't know. Nice to see everyone in the chats on YouTube and Twitch. Hello, guys. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a great day. Hope my dad's doing well. Thanks for asking. Yeah. He actually had his operation this morning and he's out, so that's good. Hopefully be home soon. Okay, so this is a really interesting chat here. Red says, I want wheat and I'll give you brick. Technically, Red said he did want wheat and tree for brick. I kind of feel like black here has traded, done this whole robber knight play on the basis of red is going to trade 1 for 1. Red didn't really say that. Red was kind of sneaky with how they said that. But also, at the end of the day, in Catan, there is no such thing as a binding deal. You can say whatever you want to say in Catan and get away with it. So, and you might as well. Fairness is an illusion. That's upon you. Okay. That's so deep. Okay. So now is it time to build towards the sheep here and get ourselves on the sheep market so that we can generate resources just that tiny bit easier and not have to rely so much on our 4 rolling every time to get stuff. We're at 5 VPs. We have to assume that black currently is on 7 VPs, theoretically. 4 plus 2 for the largest army, plus 1, which would be the VP in the dev pile that they're holding on to. Hey, if that's the case, then black's game is really going well right now, and there's not much we can do to stop it, other than hopefully people will start considering black the threat that they are. Black about to pop largest army, by the way. Do you guys think they have a VP yet? So I'm asking the question. Rather than telling people that black is on 7, I'm posing the question to the players, and this is to try and make red and blue come to the conclusion themselves that black is a threat, rather than me telling them black is a threat. It's so much better if you can convince someone that someone's a threat via their own conclusion instead of just an outright accusation. I think, in my opinion, black is he's scary, and the thing about black is he could also go for a longest road, and he would be on 9 VPs if he did that. So I'm kind of worried about black. I think I'm going to build a city. I'm going to build up my 11 here. I feel like black's going to try and hold me back. Maybe they start thinking about blue as a threat. Blue's got all of this wood, and once they start building cities, they're pretty good as well. It's going to be a real quick race to the end here, and I don't know who's going to win it. And it seems like red wants to hurt black the most, and by doing so, they're hurting me. Also, my 9 and 5 have not been active. Blue's about to take longest road. Oh, blue did not take longest road. Blue's actually on 8 VPs. Blue's scary. I've actually just ignored blue up in the top left corner here, and they're flying ahead. I don't think unless my dice start rolling heavily, I think I might be out of this one, guys. I think, I mean, that's kind of what happens when you take a 4-11 as your second choice. Very tight race. Very tight race with largest road still on offer, and blue the one who has the most roads to do it. Very scary race right now. Black being on the same tiles as me is hurting me just as much. I kind of need my roads to start rolling, please. I'm gonna block this. I'm gonna steal from blue since they likely have the resources I need. It's a good start. Wow. I'm almost regretting building that city. Oh, shit. Look at that. 7 VPs. Once they connect their road, 8 VPs. And then they just need a city. Sorry, 10 VPs. And then they just need a city. They've won. Has to be blue. Fudge. Very bad. I'll trade this, but not to blue. I'll trade this to literally anyone but blue. Yeah. Yeah, so blue's the only person who will take this trade. Black, if blue takes this trade, they win. Next turn. So now this is a bit of manipulation. The smart thing would be to not trade with blue here, right? But I'm trying to convince black to give me it. Yeah, and black's smart. Black's like, and that will be on you, pal. And he's right. It would be on me. Black's on 8. Red's on 6. Blue's on 9, effectively. And they just got 2. No, 1. They just got 1. Oh, no. That's terrible for me. I think I just get rid of all my stone here. Darn. And there's just going to be nothing I can do on this next turn. But by getting rid of my stone, I prevent blue from getting the stone to build their cities to win. So I think that's smart. I feel like blue's still going to rob from me because I guess, I don't know, they assume I have wheat, or they assume I have stone, or maybe they know I have all this wood that they can trade on their 2-to-1. It could just be GG here, guys. Whoa. Sad, man. I just don't think there's much I can do to win. I could build longest road here, but my longest road is going to get taken instantly by the fact that this is a 7 road. I think I just hold. That 7 really hurt me. I should have potentially traded my stone for something instead of holding on to it, but desperation makes you do crazy things. One more good roll here. Yep, that's GG. That's GG. Well played. There's nothing we can do to stop blue. They've won. Unless red somehow wins on this turn. That is a very good win from blue. Their stone and wood just absolutely rolled heavy. They managed to get everything they needed. I mean, they did very well. Very, very well, man. Oh? No. No, because this is a 7 road, so it doesn't matter. Now, red could have... Red could have actually... Oh, an 8 road up there. I didn't even see that. Red potentially could have requested trades there. You should have... maybe you could have requested trades. Very good game from blue. Very good game. And wow, look at that. I feel like to be in a position where it yeah, I mean that just says everything, doesn't it? Blue with 79 resources, and all of those resources being so perfect for their port setup. They had their 6 roll 13 times. They had their 8 roll 10 times. They had their I mean, really, it was just that 6, I think, that carried them, didn't it? Yeah, it was. It was just that 6 that carried them. And unfortunately for me, my 6, the stone, wasn't as useful. It just didn't help as much as I would like it to. And I relied on a 9 and a 5, which didn't roll very often. I relied on a 4, which rolled probably more than it should have. And I relied on 11 that didn't roll at all. So bad dice sometimes costs you, but that's why placements are so important, right? The very beginning of the game, where you place your stuff is going to give you that assurance, right, of protecting yourself against unlucky dice rolls. GG. Hey, Excandrel. How you doing, man? Am I still playing Balatro much? I sometimes pop it on. It's not really a game I play like crazy amounts of. But it is enjoyable, for sure. Very much so. I tried playing a game of Colonist yesterday with my friend. I don't know an online version exists, and I only have one friend who actually likes playing Catan. We're both so bad we lost to bots. Oh, that's a shame. But hey, you get better. A Spy Party comeback would be awesome. I love that game. Shame no one streams it. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate game as far as that's all concerned. Spy Party was very fun. Spy Party DOWSEY was peak. I feel like Catan DOWSEY has got just as much ability to reach that, like, that status. You know what I mean? The Spy Party DOWSEY. I really do believe that that's a thing that could happen. We'll see. All right. Hey, look at this, guys. Mr. 4th pick has no pals. That's me today. In game, what's this? Game number 9 of the placement series. So this is going to be a very challenging game just due to the fact that I will have to make something work. So let's look at the board and try and determine what First would like to do. You have a 10-9-5 here with a 2-to-1 port. Seems pretty good considering you have 2 sheep right here, a strong 5, and then you just go to the outskirts to get something else, like maybe your strong wheat on the outskirts could be nice. Like this is amazing. Then you have another 2-to-1. Seems like a no-brainer to me. What else is good? 5, 6. Yeah, I mean the 5. This almost seems better, right? The 5-9-3 into wheat port, control the wheat, and there it is. Yeah, so 2 very strong 2-to-1 strategies open. Orange takes the wheat one, and wheat is one of those resources that control the game. You need wheat to build cities, you need wheat to build settlements, you need wheat to buy dev cards, so it gives you the most versatility and win conditions. A very powerful resource, so that makes a lot of sense. It is a weak wood generation, but it kind of looks like everywhere is going to have relatively weak third hexes, and even sometimes your secondary hex as well. Red goes for this 2-to-1 sheep port that we looked at earlier. What's blue going to do here? I feel like blue has the chance to go, well, if you guys are going to do that, I'm going to be Mr. Ore and try and dominate the ore game. And I feel like that might be a really good strategy for them. The ore port is down here, so probably not going to want to utilize it. However, this hex here, I mean, if you take the 8-4-3 here, whilst it's weak, you can build down to the 3-to-1 port and get yourself on a relatively okay wood in the future, and you're pretty much good to go. There it is. Okay, so what do I do? I could do anything I wanted, really. I kind of have a really good opportunity here to just take every resource and play on the strong 6 here and the strong 8 up here and build myself cities and trade my resources to a 3-to-1 port like this one up here, and just hope for the best. I think that's kind of my strategy. I can build here first, build here second. That allows me to build an instant road to the 2-to-1 port, and I think that kind of seems like a no-brainer for me. That then allows me to connect from here to here, or from here around, and I can build a longest road as well. I'll have the strongest wood, the strongest brick, the strongest stone, the strongest wheat. The only thing I won't have a high amount of is sheep. But do I need sheep? It kind of would be like game 8 in the sense that I'm going for a city road builder, and the way I'm going to do that is by just trying to rely on my stone and my wheat. So I think we go here on the 6-5-11, and then I go here on the 8-4-3, and that gives me the option to go to the 3-to-1 port. It gives me the option to go to the 2-to-1 port, and I think I build my road here to the right just to build up to this sheep. Or I could just head start, right? I could just head start to connect my road, and I could just tell everyone, hey guys, I'm going to go for longest road. Watch out. All right, let's do it. I like it. I think I like that. I like that play. And if I'm able to build down to this 9, I actually like if no one takes this hex, which it kind of seems ridiculous. You would assume that potentially red is eyeing up this hex right now. If no one takes that hex, then that kind of well, what's orange has to take this hex, right? And then they're using the 2-to-1 port to generate stone. Huh. You'd think so. But if no one takes this hex, I'm in the best position to be the person to do so, right? The other place they would go is here, right? It's the same. 4 and 10s generate just as often as each other. Yep. Okie dokes. I like the 8-4-10. So that's here. 8-4-10. And the 8-4-3. Or the 9-10-11. 9-10-11 is here. Sheep is tradable. Yeah, I guess I didn't really need to put myself on this 3, did I? Other than I was going for a bit of a cheeky contest play on the 2-1 green to try and hurt Orange's game. But I don't really need it, do I? I could have built here, had myself a stronger wheat. Okay. Orange started off with sheep, brick, wheat. They've had 2 wheat so far, 1 brick. They have no wood. I could probably snipe this from them. Am I right to do so? Or would I be better to just secure the 3-1 early? I mean, all I need is a wheat roll, a sheep roll. But I could potentially even trade my wood or my brick or even my wheat to get that sheep in the future, especially from red. Okay, that's kind of settled the story there. Red instantly snapped that trade on me. He was like, "Yep, I would love to trade a wheat for for that." And now I have an 8 that could generate myself a wheat pretty quickly. And then we kind of prevent Orange from dominating us with this 2-1 strategy. If he offers that for brick, I would definitely go for it. Oh, look at that. I didn't have to do anything. The sheep rolled in the end. You know what? I made the probability play. I'm happy with my probability play. It was smart. But look at that. Probability still is probability. I feel like that's a sentence that really doesn't make much sense and really did not need to be said. But hey ho. Orange is wanting to desperate trade blue here, and I think it's a negative, man. Okay, well, that's ridiculous. No one's 2-1ing you, brother, on a resource that you haven't even asked for. That is desperate. Giggle, piggle, you're having a giggle, okay? Stone for sheep? He has 4 cards, so I assume that's for a settlement, and I don't really want to just say, yeah, have your settlement when it's just 1 card. Okay, I've basically said to Orange, screw you. I'm never going to get anything from Orange. I've made an immediate enemy in this game. Orange is going to do everything they can to make sure I lose, but I do think Orange's strategy here could have all wheat sheeped relatively effectively. Maybe I'm overestimating their strategy. Maybe I would have been better just building on this 3-1. I do think that not building here though was an error early. Wait, Orange said what? Okay, so Orange is king making. No, sorry, never mind. I'm I'm confused. It's Orange's turn, so Orange is getting counter traded. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I I thought Orange was just giving away their resources there at the end. Oh, blue. Yep, red's coming up for my 3-1. Yeah, you know, that was the risk that we took from doing this, was that we would potentially lose our 3-1 to red. But red still needs to build wheat. That's hard for them. We also have this 3-1 up here, which is, you know, obviously going to cost us a lot of resources to get to. And I don't think Orange will take this trade because it will help me. That's fine. I'm going to get my road placed. Red getting another sheep. Red got a lot of resources from Orange on the last turn, which is how they've ended up in a position where they're able to build all these roads. They got the wheat that they need to they got the wheat they need to build the settlement. They got a brick as well to build a road. So yeah, they've done very well. I'm now kind of relying on that. Wow. Red had everything. Red also had a 4. Wow. Very scary. Very scary. I think red is now an all-wheat sheep king, and I don't know if we can stop him. That's what you get when you greed. And I really didn't need to greed there, did I? I really didn't need to. I did that to stop Orange, and in doing so, I've enabled red. And Orange, well, I mean, Orange, then red traded to get to there. It's not like it just happened. But yeah, it's not good. Okay. Well, I need to get a 3-1 open. So I will just build a road for now. Actually, yeah, it's not a... I could take Orange's trade here of 2-1 and then just build myself another brick. Like, that's really easy, but doesn't necessarily help me. I think Orange is going to build past me here, just to stop me from building on this. Oh no, they went for the dev card. I'm stressed here, guys. Not gonna lie. Kinda stressed. It doesn't seem like I have a winnable game unless I get some really good rolls. Maybe I'm being a bit melodramatic. I'll accept that as well. He really shouldn't be taking that from he really shouldn't be taking that from red. It would be awful to take that from red. Okay, so we trade our wheat in for a brick here, so we can build our road up to the 3-1 before red snaps us off it. We've now potentially hurt red's ability to connect roads for largest road. If we can get lucky on our next little bit, then we'll be all right. Getting a city built would be really huge on our 8, just so that our 2-1 is generating as much resources as possible. And then obviously a city on our 6 is very important as well, just because we realistically want to upgrade everything we own into cities and then have a longest road. 4 cities, 1 longest road equals a victory for me. Does red think blue's a threat? Does red think orange is a threat? Or does red think I'm a threat? Yeah. I think red sees me as the threat to their game, because I have the ability to snap the longest road better than anyone. But this 3 block doesn't do much to stop me. It's almost like they've just done it because it's my largest producing tile. Really, I want to trade this for brick. I think I just hold on to everything else. I know that if I don't have sheep, then neither does orange. Okay, orange sees blue as a threat, but look at this here, right? Currently, red is 1 off building longest road. They have 1 dev card played, and they've held on to a dev card. 1 knight played. They've held on to a dev card, so that is likely to be a VP. So you would put them on 5 VPs in your head based on that lack of information, with the potential to snap to 7 VPs in any moment, and the potential to build a largest army for 9 VPs without them building an additional city and without them building a additional settlement. They just, in theory, are 9 VPs by just purchasing dev cards. It's very scary when you think about the potential a player has in the future like that. And I feel like I would love to say that to the board, but I'm learning that the table doesn't like table talk like that. It's not something you can really throw out there and people respond to, really. So for that reason, I'm just gonna leave it. Yeah, I think I take red's trade, orange's trade. Yeah, I'll take that. He cleared it, but I will take it. Sorry, it's the wrong way around. I wanted the... Sorry, I meant that. I did the wrong way. Fuck. Okay. I should just hold on to my cards here. Orange has got the longest road. It's not something I think we need to worry about them holding on to very long. I think I have the ability to outpace them on road in the future, especially once I get a 3-1 setup. In my 4 rolls, I am in such a good position. Or even my 8. My 8 gets me the settlement as well. What's 7 going to block here? Do they block the 9 from orange? It would be a mistake to block the 9 from orange. I think that, yeah. I feel like this 10 that red has is the largest threat. Until they build a second sheep on this 9, and then that becomes the largest threat. Just due to the fact it's 1 more pip of probability. So looks like blue is in the similar mind of me that red is the largest threat in this game. I like that for us. Can't offer that. Okay, but orange can. Orange can offer that for days. Yeah, I can offer that. I know that this is bad for... Oh, he traded with orange? Weird. He sees orange as less of a threat than me when I'm on 3 VPs and orange is on 6. Orange has a city and 2 settlements. I don't have a city. Interesting. Or am I just reading too much into it? Blue can contest longest road. That's my settlement. I'm gonna offer it up before I start trading it for what I want. Just to save 50 cents on the dollar. Okay. So I've now got my full settlement. So all I need to do is build my road now and my cities. And thankfully, my road and my cities don't really, interact with each other that much. I'm just kind of relying on getting the dice. I can build roads, I can build cities anytime I want. So that's nice. Who do you think's more likely to want to contest road from me? Do you think it's orange? I think it's orange. I think if I was to guess that one player would not want me to have the longest road more than the other, it would be orange. So because of that, I'll probably build my road north of the 4 rather than south of the 4. Getting a city on my 8 wheat will open my game up a lot once that 8 starts rolling a lot. It kind of feels like that's my priority. It also gives me more road potential with the 4 as well, right? But this turn here has not been great for me. It almost makes me want to buy a dev card if an 8 rolls just to have some progress. And I'm not sure buying dev cards is necessarily the best option for me. Other than the fact that red isn't really progressing their army placements all that much. And now that I've got this 9 sheep, like, I kind of can all wheat sheep. Can't I? I'm not going to build a road. Not until I can build multiple roads. I feel like it doesn't make sense. I feel like... Yeah, I feel like I'm going to get robbed from here. No? Okay. That 8 block is huge, though. It really hurts. I think I need to get a knight. Especially if red doesn't move it on their turn here. And orange is starting to look like a serious contender. I just think they're going to struggle to build more cities. And that's kind of where my head is at. Okay, if I get lucky and I roll a 6 here, I'm very, very happy. Red says I've lost this game, but this game is still quite young. And I think that red can easily turn around. Wow, that's super lucky. So in my head, I'm thinking build the city on the 8. That way, when you get an 8, you are always able to turn that wheat into whatever you want. The other part of me is going, but DOWSEY, you want to build roads, and a 5 is quite a large resource. The 6 is obviously going to be necessary to build the cities you need as well. Like, think this is like theoretically 2 pips better production, but this is a production that gives me whatever I want in the future. Let's pray on the 8. I think let's pray on the 8. The game chat kind of influenced that decision a little. I will offer that. I don't think they'll want it. Yeah, everyone in the game chat is saying that blue is in a crazy good position. And at this point, red and blue are looking at orange and going, orange is in a good position. So I think I might just silent killer this game if I can. And just try and win from behind. I don't want to give red sheep. And I feel like orange doesn't either. I'm basically hovering the trade just on the off chance that orange says yes. Oh, that's crazy. When someone has 6 cards, you really want to just give them a city on their 9 sheep. Oh, he didn't even go that way. He's now trying to build his cities. So he's prioritizing the ore. Okay, I guess that makes sense. I'm only 3 VPs away from winning, in theory, right? 3. Yeah, 3. 3 gets me to... Why does blue want that? Is that to steal longest road? I almost want to save that because it lets me get the city. And that could really just unlock my game. I have to. This could be a throw, but I feel like I have to because I'm behind. If this is a throw, then I'm the biggest loser. And that's fine. But I feel like that is like what I need to come back. I'm now 2 VPs before I snap my roads. You know what? I'll just offer you 2. I don't need the sheep anymore. I don't think the sheep helps orange nearly as much. And anytime I have 2 wheat, I can turn that into any resource. Whereas I would need 3 sheep to turn my sheep into any resource. It's almost like I'm getting the 2-for-1 port on sheep. And orange could still trade their way into a victory here. Here comes the road extension. That's another city begging. No, I don't want to trade with red. I don't want to trade with blue. I don't want to trade with orange. I don't want to trade with anyone anymore. I just want my dice to roll, please. Shit. Fuck, I'm doing it. It's a city. Oh, it's a city for him as well. And he's on 9. No, bad choice, Josh. Honestly, the worst choice you had all game. 9 VPs orange on red. 8 VPs on blue. In my 5 rolls right now, I jumped to 9 VPs myself. Oh no! Could anything worse have rolled? Jesus. Blue? Man. A win here would be amazing. Red's saying that their dev card is not a VP, that it's a road builder. I don't really believe them, truthfully. Blue just had win in hand and through. Okay, so that's that just happened. Was that 4? Oh, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm blocking my wheat. They see me as the threat that I am. Finally. But I'm not the person who's most likely to win on the next turn. Blue is, because they could just easily connect their roads. They could have built 2 roads here and then they were in basically the same position. Oh wow, that 8 would have been so big. Blue now has pretty much everything they need. Red did have a road builder. That 8 being blocked sucks for me. I think I would actually be in a really good position if it wasn't blocked. Man, it's all going to come down to the last turn, the last orbit. Whoever gets the dice that they need to win wins, basically. And it's kind of looking like red has win in hand. It looks like they have city ready to go. Blue can't build another city, so blue has to go for longest road, which they've started doing. They actually would have had pretty much longest road already if they had prioritized it. There's longest road. It looks like red's won, I think. 3-1 trade all the brick that they've got into oh, he just mistapped by mistake. That's a shame. He could have stolen the longest road back. Oh, he's gonna do it anyway. Oh, he didn't mistap. He did it on purpose. Red's got GG. GG, red. GG, red. Well played. Yep, and then they trade the brick in for wheat and stone. if they even need it. They don't. Damn. Very close game, guys. Very, very close game. Dice were pretty unlucky. They were. I think we had pretty good strategy. I think we had the right numbers as well, but the truth is that the 8 and 9 produced very heavily. Honestly, even when I look at these dice stats, maybe the thing that hurt me more than anything was just the lack of 7 rolls. Like, actually, that probably was just the thing that hurt me the most, was the lack of 7 rolls. And allowing red to get on this this week. That might have been the first throw. Like, if I had secured the 3-1 port from red early, then potentially I actually just won the game right there. That probably was our genuine throw. Because looking at the dice stats, my dice rolled. They actually did roll. I had 8. I had 6. I had... I didn't have a 9 until the end. I had 5. I had 4. My 3 didn't roll, but my 5 did. I had an 11, which rolled it sometimes. Yeah, like, it's not like my dice didn't roll. I produced resources. Everyone produced resources. I produced as many as everybody else. We all had relatively equal opportunity. And I think it was decisions that hurt that game. And my decision potentially to go for this 2-1 port hurt me the most. But considering how well Orange did, does that just mean that they ran away with the game if I let them get that port? Yeah, that's possible as well. C'est la vie. I'm gonna use the restroom, guys. BRB. You know, I just realized something. If Orange had rolled a knight instead of a year of plenty, then Orange would have taken largest army. And they would have been had the resources. Oh no, they actually would have had the resources to win with longest road as well. Never mind. Didn't matter. Orange was going to win if they had a knight. So that's not useful. Never mind. That's sounds like loser talk to me. Okay, that's fine. Let's do this. That was a really good game. I felt like everybody was competing in that game. And competing well. And people were blocking red really early. And red ended up winning the game. Which gave me a lot of faith that that game was played by people who knew what they were doing. Well, here we are. this is the end of our placement series, but the start of the road to diamond, this game. Really, this is where the series begins, with an ending, of course, and a first place placement. So I'm looking at the board. Let me move it for you. We have really good, the best wheat up here, with the best and second best ore. It just seems like a no-brainer, straight off the rip. Get yourself on maybe a 3, the 9, 10 over here, to generate some sheep, or the 10-5 over here to generate some sheep, and then you just all wheat sheep. It seems like a no-brainer to me, right, straight off the rip. But let's consider our options. 5, 9, 10, and then go down to the brick port. It's an okay strategy. Build here, go left. 8-4-3 is okay. Where's the wood port? It's up here. It's pretty bad, I think. 5, 9, 11. I just think those resources have very little synergy, other than kind of little synergy. 8, 3, 10. Is it necessary? Don't think it is. I think this is my best position. This basically says to the board, I'm going to build a city, and you can't really do much about it. I have access to the 3-1 port. I have access to the 2-1 grain port. And then I pray, I guess, that this 10-5 stays open, because this 10-5 is really good. It's a 3-1. It gives me access to a high production 5, and it gives me access to an okay sheep. The reason why I say this one over the bottom one, the 8-4-10 down here, is I just assume the 8-4-10 will be taken. It's the 4 is our best stone, so it just makes sense that someone builds here and faces towards the 3-1 port, and so it just feels like that would be taken. Where's second looking at? Second's probably looking around this area of the board, the bottom left, bottom right corner here, with the 9 wheat, the 4 ore, and then you have these 2 8s, these 2 strong woods, the 2 strong bricks. Like, that's probably where their attention is focused, I assume. This is a very chatty lobby already. We have Sup Boss from America. We have Ritzenritter, I think, from Germany. $936 if it's open. Southboard. Yep, that's a possibility. The only issue with this is... Actually, no, it's not an issue. You place 936, you go up here. Now that blue's taken this 4, 8, 10, which I'm surprised he faced down. I guess he wants the wheat. This 936 basically opens itself up to a 6 for 11 for 4th pick, or 3rd pick even. So that's quite a powerful strategy. Opened up for the 3rd or 4th pick here. They kind of got very lucky. $11.54 is sleeper. The 11.54 being, I assume, the wheat brick ore. It's pretty okay. Yeah. Kind of city building. Get yourself onto a wood, hope for the best. It's what we tried, really, in Game 9. Didn't work out too well for us. But there was some mistakes made. I think that the 693 into the 6411 is looking like a really strong option here for red. You have to be a bit brave because there's always the possibility that it gets taken by... There we go. Gets taken by orange. Orange likely going to be going on the 4-11-5 here, and the 4-6-11, and building towards the all port, the 2-1 all port, and kind of all wheat sheeping. They won't have access to a 3-1, but it does work. The other option maybe is that they they take the 4-9-11 and contest nothing. They've actually just left the 6-4-11 open. Okay. I'm not sure I understand Orange's strategy here. It's like high production, wheat, high production. It's basically what I'm trying to do, but without a 3-1 port. I think they just made a mistake. I think like the idea makes sense. You know, you get yourself all wheat sheep, then you have a high producing secondary resource like the 5-9 brick, but you don't really have a way to turn that brick into anything easily. So you're going to have to trade it. And maybe that's their play, is that they're going to utilize the fact that they have that brick to win the game. That could be it. Red goes for what we expected. That makes sense. I feel like we're going to see blue go on the 6-5-11 here in the center, and then try and connect their roads together. It just is the best opportunity for them to be a road builder, build cities, and build settlements. It gives them everything that they could ever dream of, and it will make blue a very scary opponent. I'm not really sure what else blue's looking at on the board. It is the strongest position that they have available. And not only is it the strongest position they have available, it's one of the easiest win condition positions that they have for their first pick. So I'm kind of confused as to why there is even any hesitation here. There it is. Okay. And that leaves open the 5-10 3-1 port that we expected that we would be ending up on here. If blue's greedy, I think they face left. If they're content in... Actually, no, maybe blue does host left. Yeah, they do. It's not about greed. It's about... It's just about having options to settle. So yeah, I think I have to build now on the 5-10 like I wanted to. And then we're kind of just trying to all wheat sheep. Red's probably better at it than I am. I kind of feel like that 6-9-3 in the bottom was a really good spot, but I'm not sure I would have got this spot. So I think I've done the best I could, considering with first pick, you're kind of locked to the outskirt for your second pick. And that's fine. This is obviously not going to happen. No one's going to trade these. Everyone holds on to their road building resources early. Oh, you know, I probably could have traded the road, though, for a brick. to orange. Now I think about it, orange started with two bricks, no road. So actually I could have done that. And then they could have built up towards the 311 like they want to. So that's a bit of a mistake from me. And it might be something that I do now on my turn here. Sorry, on orange's turn here. He might request the trade. And I'll just snap it. So red has a 6-11-4. And so far they have got themselves 1 wheat. So they're probably thinking, do I build a dev card early or do I just hold on so I can get my settlement going on my next turn potentially? Unlikely though. Or they're just busy chatting. It kind of feels like they're just busy chatting. They decided to do nothing. If I roll a 4 or a 3, I get my city. Everybody has stone. And red has brick. So orange has brick. So it kind of feels like if I steal from orange, I get one of the 2 things potentially I want. Lovely. It was a 50% chance. It does paint a pretty big target on my back immediately. First city. I will get blocked here. I will lose some resources, but it's like kind of the right play, I think. He really wanted brick, I think. Why did he rob from me if he wanted brick? Red had brick. Maybe just because I was leading. But I think he would have been better robbing from red. Maybe just a mistake. Don't think too much about it. I think I dev card here. That's a victory point nice and early. Amazing. Remember, I do have that 3-1 at any point that I can use to trade a resource like wheat or stone into brick. So I'm actually got a really easy win condition. My win condition is largest army, 2 VPs from the deck, and 3 settlements that get upgraded into cities. So I think that my win condition is really simple, and I've already got everything I need to make it work, which is I've got the 3-1 port. Solo wheat block is because red is trying to control wheat, essentially. I'm not going to give red a city. Black wants war, I guess. I feel like Red has really dry German humor. And I'm a little bit too neurodivergent for it. Wow, that 11's been very heavy rolling. Kind of makes me wish I was building an 11. It would be amazing if Orange was to move the robber next turn off of my 8 and I then rolled an 8. That would just be amazing, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be great to just have a second city on orbit 4? I can't offer any of these things. I don't have the sheep, brother. I wish. It got stole. Red stole from me. My sheep, I think it was. He ended up giving 2 for 1 for sheep. Yep, I'll take that. That's a city. Lovely. Okay, so my production is small, but it is very powerful. When I hit hard. I kind of feel like I should prioritize building on my 8 just so that Red doesn't have access to a 3-to-1. I might not really get a chance to do that. Red's generating so much more resources than me. Their numbers are just rolling more than mine are. So it's kind of sad, but it is the way it goes sometimes. The issue I have though is because I've gone 2 cities early. My pacing on largest army is very low, very slow. So I don't like that. Red's looking like they're going to... Orange is looking like they're going to be more of a threat than Red to me. With their ability to build cities and road build. I guess they can't really road build that easily. Yeah, you know what? Now I think about it, their road building is not that powerful. Red's going to solo block my wheat again because they want to be the only person to produce wheat. I don't want to trade my stone to Red. It's a very slow game, man. For me, that is. Everyone else, their game's going to start speeding up. My game's always going to be slow. But if I can just chip away at VP progress, then I'll be good. Like, I mean, I'm doing fine. I'm on 5 VPs. Like, I am actually doing fine. But I just haven't got, like, the dev card progress I wanted, really. Which is I haven't got myself the... I haven't got myself the knights. And I always need the knights so that I can stop stuff like this from happening. Once I start getting knights, I might be in a much better position. It's almost like every knight you get kind of is an insurance. But 2 cities early makes me the biggest target on the board with the lowest production. So it's kind of scary. Having 2 cities and the lowest production is going to be a grind. I might have to just start trading to get what I want. What a shame that 4 was blocked. What is orange block here? They can't... Oh, they're blocking the other 8. It's my chance. I'm going to block this and steal from red this time. Just to balance it out. I don't really want to make an enemy of orange. I don't really want to make an enemy of red. So I just balance those. I think I would be better to build to the 10-8 than to build to the... Just to build to the 8. Especially with red prioritizing the 2-to-1 brick port. And I feel like red prioritizing the 2-to-1 brick port is like a bit of a blunder from them. Okay, so if I can trade one of these for one of these or for one of these, then I actually have a settlement. Oh, no, I don't. Not at all. Okay, I'm going to do this. It might seem like it's a bit of a throw, but it just prevents red from getting here. It gives me this, which I would prefer to have. It gives me a potential to snap longest road in the future. I just think it gives me like future options. Looks like blue might just get their longest road going immediately. Oh, that's really sad. And I'm going to get blocked here. There's no way red blocks me, right? Blocks, blue. I'm getting rid of my stone so that orange doesn't get stone from me. I think. Hey, orange. What do you think of blue's pos? I'm gonna say that after he moves the robber and not before it. Just on the off chance he solo targets me out of retaliation. I think his best block is the 9 wheat. No, he solo blocked me anyway. I think that's a mistake. Like, I actually genuinely think that's a mistake. Not from a biased perspective. I don't think that my production allows me to threaten nearly as hard as players are kind of making out I can. Okay, maybe I could say it now. Okay, I don't think I need to actually, because he took the longest road. I'll offer 2 for 1 here. Come on, orange. Surely you've got a brick. Okay. Well, I think that I am safe from being robbed on this orbit, thanks to blue's. Oh, but blue has a knight, so blue's just gonna block me. Let's hope they take my my sheep. Oh, they stole from red. Hallelujah. It's a Christmas miracle. I've not been able to all-wheat sheep this game, and it's kind of hurting me a lot. If I could roll a 3 right now, I'll build 2 dev cards, and I will... It's not luck. Like, it is luck, yes. They have an 8 and it's rolling a lot, but like they have a 6, they have an 8, they have a 5, then they have 4s, then their next is 2s. Like, they are very well balanced. The only thing they could do better is have more reds or a 9 in there. You know what I mean? Like, they're incredibly well balanced, man. And so, like, yes, there is an element of luck always when dice roll and the 8 is rolling. But also nice. But also they're well positioned. I'll trade that to orange. Okay. Settlement. And I can't dev. I'm not going to trade with blue, I don't think. No. Blue going to block probably my 8 here. They see me as the largest threat. I now have a second resource that comes from that 8 every time it rolls. That's just it's just going to happen. It's going to be a solo block on the 8. And a 25% chance he gets the stone he was looking for. Unless he's worried about red getting largest road. And then maybe you start holding red back. Nope. Okay. Nope. So we see red saying my numbers never hit, so it's going to be hard. And their numbers are an 11. And their numbers are a 4. And their numbers are a 3. Maybe the 6 isn't hitting nearly as much as the 8 is, and that's fine and it's fair. But like, this is why it's really important to build properly right off the rip here. I think that my best block on blue is their 4. It's good. Blue's getting hit really hard here. They got to discard cards as well. Okay. Finally, we have a knight. We can potentially start building largest army. It might be a little bit too late if blue wants to start building largest army. We'll see. Extending the road to build another settlement. Makes sense. If you have to only have one and the other you can never have again, what would it be? Salt or sugar? Salt. A world without sugar would be amazing. A world without sugar would be amazing, I believe, personally. Sugar is just so fattening. It's amazing, tastes great, but just imagine how much healthier you would be without sugar, man. And imagine how bland your food would be without salt. All right, orange is taking longest road this turn, making blue seem like less of a threat. I think I build my army, I block blue, I trade these in for a stone and build a dev. That's another VP. So now, my largest army wins once I get there. I basically just need two more dev cards to win, in theory. And I'll be doing so silently. No, sorry, I need a city as well or a settlement. And I have the placements ready for either one of those. Okay. I'm starting to believe that the all-wheat sheep is going to win us here. With orange and red bandwagoning against blue here. And blue has actually like switched their sights to orange. One more road and blue can't recover. Orange was... No. If they just need one road, I would rather not give it to orange, personally. I think that orange can get there by themselves. You know what I mean? And orange is still a threat of winning themselves. What? I don't have 8 cards. Oh, okay. You know what? I understand that. I just think he would have been better saying, like, hold this for me on insurance. You know what I mean? Okay, so blue can still build longest road. They can just start facing this way, right? Definitely want to block the 4 now. I probably steal from blue. They have 2 wheat, so 40% chance I get what I want. There's still a threat blue as well of contesting largest army. So pacing is really important. I don't know what their other cards are other than these 2 sheep. I guess I could look. Another wheat and 2 more sheep. So what's that? 3 wheat and 4 sheep. So basically a 40% chance-ish, right? Holy. He's going to give this to red, but imagine he gave that to me instead. Pacing is really important. And that means... Oh. That means buying this dev. That's my knight. That's my largest army. I have the pacing on blue. I beat blue on largest army. I'm still not looking like a threat to blue. So now, if I just roll a 4 or 3, I potentially win on the next round by stealing from the right person. Could just be GG right here. And we've kind of just done it from behind. Not from behind, but kind of in a sneaky sneaky way where we just didn't really get involved with the table politics of longest road shenanigans. Oh, if I roll a 4 or a 3, I've won. Come on. Come on, you sweet dice. What is Red wanting to do with that brick? Are they going like up here just to build another settlement? Are they still got dreams of building longest road? Not what I wanted. Can't do that, friend. If I trade this for a stone, I win. Or if I rob a stone, I win. I'm not sure there is any stone on the board. Yeah, I don't think there is. Other than orange maybe has some. How crazy would it be to get it from orange? Well, one round away. And there it is. Win is in hand. So, can we survive an orbit? Oh, this is a tense orbit. Yeah, boy, this is a tense orbit. Very, very tense orbit. Oh, blue has 2 dev cards in pocket. That means they could take largest army. If I don't get what I want this round, which is a city. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm on the edge of my seat. And red is just disconnected, so we're gonna have to wait 40 seconds for this turn to end. Oh, they're back. End your turn, please. Okay. One more dice roll. Oh! All right, chat. This is it. Can we win the last game of our placement series? Hallelujah! There is an orange Jesus. We did it. We did it, guys. And we have been rated Gold 2. We managed a 70% win rate over our placement series. We ended the previous season Platinum 2. And we start the next season Gold 2. It's quite a grind to get to Diamond from here. But I believe in our ability to do so, especially as we become better at the game. Especially. We actually ended up generating second most resources, despite the fact that I felt like my production was pretty bad. Maybe the dice just started rolling for me towards the end. The dice are relatively even other than this 8 and 6. Outside of the 8 and 6, it's relatively even dice. Pretty even. Yeah. I had a lot of income blocked. And I had a lot of resources robbed. But GG. We managed to do it. We fought for that one. That was a good one. I've really enjoyed this placement series, guys. I think I've learned a lot about Catan. And about like consistency in Catan. A 70% win ratio over 10 games is unbelievable. I don't think I've ever done that before. So it kind of gives me hope that like if I can continue to develop and learn, I will be able to actually make a push for Diamond by the end of the 3 months. We've got like a 3-month period now where what we're trying to do is push for Diamond, you know? And here's the leaderboard as it stands. The fake Hugh Catan is currently running away with it in Diamond already. With a almost 40, like a 37% win ratio. Very good. It looks like some other players placed a lot higher than we did, like Gold 1. But these are probably people who are already in Diamond last season, I would assume. And so the game places them closer to Diamond, obviously. We ended up with a 70% ratio. I wonder if there's anyone who has a 100% ratio on the leaderboard. That would be pretty cool. This person has a 69% win ratio and they have 13 games. That probably meant that they got something like 80% win ratio when they did their placements. Whereas this person managed to get Gold 2 and they had an 8.3% win ratio, which means they only won one of their games. That's incredible. Well, you know what? That's fine. We're going to continue working on it, guys. Here we are. Right here. Next to the person who got 20% and the person who got 27. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Catch you on the next one. Whew. That was tough, guys. I need to make a phone call. I don't know if they're free for the phone call yet. You know what I mean? You can always call them and find out, right? I've got this like really awkward situation going on and I kind of just need advice on it. So I think I know what the right answer is, but I think I need someone to like validate that for me. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna call them and see if they're available, and if they are, I'll mute up. All right, they didn't answer. So, what I need help with. So essentially, I need to decide what I'm going to do with my rugby refereeing. For rugby league, I want to start refereeing now. I finished my course to be able to referee on April the 8th, and I still haven't been given the opportunity to referee. And the way that you get the opportunity to referee is you join a society, a referee society, and then they essentially support your journey as a referee. And I was trying to work with the referee society that's closest to me, and they didn't respond to any of my emails for like 3 weeks. So then I sent them a WhatsApp message. I sent 2 emails, no response. I sent a WhatsApp message, no response. Before I sent the WhatsApp message, I then decided to reach out to another society that is not as close, but is like relatively highly rated for its development, whereas the society closest to me is less active, so it would be worse for my development. I reached out to them and say, hey, you know, I'm based here, but they're not responding. Would you allow me to join your society? And they were like, yeah, absolutely, you can join our society, but you'll have to wait until our society meeting to be voted in to join our society. And that's, you know, on the 12th of May. So that means that I'm not going to be able to referee until after the 12th of May if I join their society. And I actually have a national tournament on the 17th of May. So that means I'm not going to referee that weekend. I'm then basically waiting for the following weekend to start, which would be the 24th, 25th of May. Which means I've waited the better part of 7 weeks to referee in a sport that every week they are short on referees. They need referees. And that was just the reality of it. That's just what it was going to be. But then the society that's closest to me actually responded. And they said, hey, you know, I'm sorry for not responding. I've been trying to chase stuff on the back end for you, and I've not been getting any help. Maybe you can help me with it. Let's get you out there and let's get you start to referee. And so I'm like, that's great, let's do it. They've basically said, okay, well, you should start with the under 13s, the youth game, and you need to message this person to get registered with the portal for that. Unfortunately, the person who runs that portal is the same person who runs the rival society. And they have explicitly told me that if I was to start refereeing as part of the rival society, that they would not support my development. So basically, I have the choice of waiting another 3+ weeks to start refereeing, to join a society that has laid down an ultimatum at the very beginning of our collaborative relationship, or to do my own thing and go with the society that's closer. And it's kind of a hard decision because I really don't like the ultimatum. Like I really don't like the ultimatum. The ultimatum is probably the thing that makes it feel bad. You know? Weren't you refereeing for rugby, Phil? I was refereeing for tag rugby. This would be Rugby League, which is the second most popular code of rugby in the UK, and it is the most popular code of rugby from where I lived in Australia. My favorite kind of rugby. That ultimatum is there in most situations. Well, this is the thing, right? So before the ultimatum was issued, I actually explicitly asked them. I said, I'm interested in joining your society, but it makes sense for me to be part of the one that's closest to me and to get value from both if possible. Is that going to be an issue? Is that something that I'm able to do? And I was told, yes, you can. By the same person. They explicitly said that I can be as part of as many societies as I want to. So for them to then turn around and say that I'm welcome to attend their meetings, but if I am with the rival society, that they won't get involved in my development. That it's kind of like, it's very controlling, right? And it doesn't seem like they're doing it for the betterment of me at all. It seems like they're doing it for the sake of control of their own thing, which I don't know, just it's kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Straight off the rip as well, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a real tough situation, because I think I would be better long term being part of the society that laid down the ultimatum, because I think I would get more opportunities to develop, more opportunities to be in front of people who matter, more networking opportunities, all that kind of stuff. I think that's a probability. But I don't like the way they went about it. They kind of said, yeah, you can do this, and then immediately backtracked it. Yeah, so but this is the thing, right? You don't work for a society. The society doesn't pay you. Realistically, the society doesn't even really appoint you games. The society just supports you as a referee. And keeps you in check as a referee. So you get paid by the home team club to referee at their ground. The people who appoint games are not necessarily going to be from your society. There's going to be people who appoint games to all referees in the country, and the society might just make sure that the person ends up getting a good spread of games so that they are, you know, moving around the country or developing with the opportunities that they get. But it's not like you work for the society. You represent the society, I guess, but yeah. I always feel like relationships that hinge on ultimatums are almost bound to fail in one way or another. Almost due to yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too deep about it. That's a possibility. But I do I am a bit like frustrated and stressed out about it. Especially because it's been so long already. Like, we're approaching on 1 month of me not being able to do anything. And the reason I've not been able to do anything is just pure bureaucracy. Not even bureaucracy. The reason I've not been able to do anything so far is actually just due to lack of people responding. Not necessarily to me, but to the people who I was trying to have respond to me, I guess. So, yeah, I'm a bit annoyed. I'm a bit frustrated, and I'm just trying to... I guess I'm just trying to navigate those feelings without... So I don't think that they're flaky with responses. I just think that they went about getting the information they wanted in the wrong way. Because they actually, without me even inquiring or asking, they actually justified their delay in responses to me in a way that proved that they were actually trying to get me started like weeks ago. They sent emails out on the 14th of April that didn't get responded to. They sent emails out recently that didn't get responded to. Like, so it's like, whilst they probably could have gone about it in a better way, it wasn't like they were doing nothing, and that, I mean, is relieving. Also, since they've started talking to me, they have wanted to try and get me out ASAP. Like, this week, they've started, since talking with me, they're literally like, yeah, let's get you out on Sunday. So, and to me, that's like, yeah, I want to be out on Sunday, you know? I want that. Hayworthy. The other place is also like 40 minutes further away. So, am I going to want to do everything that they have on offer? Or am I just going to be signing on to the more controlling society for the potential that it has that I might not even tap into properly? I don't know. It's very frustrating. And I kind of just need to talk to people who know the people, get their opinions on it. See if they have any strong opinions one way or another. I sent them messages asking for a phone call. One of them said that they could call me after 4, and I guess they're not yet available. Is it dinner time by chance in the UK? I think for some people, yeah, it might be. But no, it's 4:40 p.m. So probably not quite. I've sent them a text. I've just spilled water down my shirt. That's amazing. So they know I want to talk to them. They know I'm around now to do so. I'm sure I'm sure they'll get in contact with me literally in the next little bit. But I kind of don't want to start a game of Catan until that's a thing. So I feel like as soon as I start a game of Catan, they're going to call me, and then I'm going to be distracted. I don't think the other person's going to get back to me today, unfortunately, which kind of means that I'm like, if I make the decision tonight, right, then there's a possibility I referee Sunday. If I don't make the decision tonight, I just think that actually I don't referee this Sunday. And then if I'm not refereeing this Sunday, then I have the choice of refereeing next week or waiting 2 weeks, 3 weeks to referee. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to referee the week after next week. So part of me is like, you know, you've waited this long. It really doesn't matter one way or another whether you should have to wait another 3 weeks. But the other part of me is like, I've wanted to do this for a long time. I've had it dangling in front of my face for over a month now. Let's do it, please. You know. Yeah. And I really think that they're about to message or call because they keep appearing online, which means that they're opening the app. They're opening the WhatsApp app. But alas, they haven't called. And I don't want to go to the other person about this yet because it's not really their decision to make, right? Like, I've basically been told by the other society to choose. The other society says you have to make a decision. Do you want to come to us or do you want to go with them? Like, that's what they've said. So now I have to decide. And that's kind of why I wanted to just talk to people who know people to get an idea of what they think. It's just been unfortunate that I haven't been able to talk to anyone about it yet. Bit frustrating. In better news, though, my dad has been cleared to come back home tonight. So, that's good. His operation was a success. He's cleared to return home. So I'm happy about that. He's been away for over a week now at hospital. He has been in a pretty good position, like a healthy position, since Monday. But they've wanted to remove his gallbladder because they know there's stones in it. And basically, if there's stones in it, the chances are that the same thing happens again, which is a gallstone in the bile duct. That's just highly likely. So they're like, oh, we should just remove it. If we remove it, then the bile duct takes over the gallbladder's function, and I'm getting the phone call now. So I'm going to take that, guys. Oh, that lasted longer than I was expecting. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it really helped. The chat, that is. I still feel lost. Guys, I'm gonna end the stream. I feel like now that I've started thinking about this, it's just gonna be on the top of my mind, and I don't want to continue playing whilst I'm distracted. But what I am going to do, guys, is I am going to upload a YouTube video. So I can just link it. It's game 2 of the series. So if you've already watched it, then you've already watched it. But yeah, I mean, if you have already watched the game, watching it again on YouTube and leaving a comment will massively help with promoting it to the algorithm. Leaving it a like, watch it all the way through, all that good stuff. You're planning a month-long trip to Canada for next year? Excited? That's awesome, Worthy. Hope that goes well. For some reason I actually can't add the redirect on YouTube. No? Yeah, I feel like I need to... I think I need to clear my mind. Might go for a drive or something. You know what I mean? All right. Well, I'll just post the link in chat. And if you guys want to go check it out, you can. I thought I could redirect my YouTube chat there, but I can't. Thanks, guys, for hanging out today. Really good placement series. Really proud of ourselves. Managing to get 70% win rate in the placement series is insane. And if we can continue that kind of dominance and performance moving forward, then we're going to easily start progressing up the ranking system. So looking forward to that. Take care, guys. Tomorrow, I don't know if there is a day tournament tomorrow. There might be. It hasn't been announced, so actually it probably isn't going to happen. But usually on Saturdays, they do like a weekend tournament. Oh, well, maybe we don't get to do that. But yeah, anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.